Looks like the old lens is cleared up, so that's a bonus. It's just the arvo of this day, and I'm just going to pack up and head off further up the valley for a few days, I reckon. Sort of difficult leaving knowing that there's a lot of deer here, but same as before, I feel like the ones I'm looking for aren't hanging around with the little mobs. So yeah, just having a Milo and gonna trek on up the valley for a couple of hours and pull up in another place, I reckon. So I'll see you up there. Slowly overcoming the fear of wet boots over here, but as long as I've got dry socks, I seem to be going alright. That doesn't last long though. So many hares. We've got a hunter up here. He's just cruising down, so I'll give him a run down and see how he's getting on. Out there doing it, as they'd say, eh? I've just been wandering up here for a couple of hours, and my Google Maps on my phone shit itself, so I haven't got any GPS satellite information on where I am in terms of like landmarks and that, but I thought I should be up in the right area, and I hadn't seen anything about the hut, but straight across there is the hut, so that's me home for the next few days. It's actually not a bad distance back to that other hut to be able to hunt down in the mornings to grab some food if I have to, if I think it's really great. So got this whole valley up in behind me that I want to get up into. It's actually looking like really good chamois country. Apart from that, chamois, tar, and the old red stag's on the menu for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful little hut. Surrounded by a bit of bush and then this beautiful face. Probably fair to say I know what I'll be doing this afternoon. It's just parking out here and spending a bit of time on the glass. Then get pretty serious in the morning. But anyway, I'll go and have a look at me little humble abode. Let's have a look. Oh, we go. Got two little bites. Should be cosy with a couple of people in here, but at least I'm loving this one. This is probably my favourite hut so far. Let's unpack and get settled in. Beauty. So there's some really cool stuff in the hut books. That one's interesting.
Throw that one on for an all-nighter. One of the things with staying in the huts is you've got to cut your own wood, and you sort of leave a little supply for others, so if they come in and it's raining and whatnot, they don't have to be out here doing the same thing. And always leave a bit when you leave. What a beautiful valley this one is. Right up at the head there. That mountain's 2,500 high. It's become a bit of a favourite mountain of mine actually. I've seen it from a few different perspectives now. And would love to get up there. There's a bit of a pass around the back of this one. Still might, but I didn't bring me tent and that, and I think it'll be a bit of a mission to try and do in just a day. So I'm just going to sort of sit here and see what moves around, which doesn't look like much, to be honest. I think the deer, and rightly so, will be back down in the tree country. So I might pack up and head back down there tomorrow. Just hang out for a while up here today. Apparently the tar numbers are low. But you know, did see 20 deer yesterday, so it's just a matter of finding where the stags are hanging out. I'll go back and look for sign for stags and sort of concentrate on those areas. I don't really feel like going up here looking for tar. Got those good tar just last week, so yeah. Cold morning, cold night, cold morning. Few questions that I sort of have is like, is the red deer really that elusive? You know, are they hanging out here but just that elusive that they're fully nocturnal and that they're actually sitting down under scrub right now? Because from what I know about red deer in Australia is they're pretty bloody... They do the same thing, they're out in the open quite often, they don't really like that thick bush so much. If there's any openings, then they want to be trying out on it feeding. If you spook them, they stop, look back type thing. They got a few traits like that. And just, yeah, I just reckon that there's just not that many. So is there that many red stags? Are they getting cherry picked pretty hard by the choppers in this area? And are the red stags really that elusive? Or are they really that switched on? Sure, the old ones might be. They might have seen a thing or two and know when that chopper is buzzing to get into some cover, but don't know if you can really see behind me, but the rest of this valley is all at times it would probably be just under head height. Probably just under head height, most of the scrub. So I mean, there's enough room for the stag to sit down and put his head under. But are they going to be doing that as soon as it's daylight and only moving once it's dark? Lots to think about. Lots to think about. And I don't think they're going to be up any higher than this scrub band because it's just too open. And they have had that history of being chased by choppers. In this valley there is actually a helicopter hunting outfit at the head of at the base of the valley, so it makes me sort of think that the deer will be back down in the forest. I did see some fresh poo there, stag poo, clumped up and still dark and not moist, but wasn't hard out like some old sign. There was a couple of stag prints in the valley on the creek, but to me, I'm not sure if that's a heavy spiker, because I haven't seen the dew claws in the sand yet. With sambar, it's pretty easy to tell what's a hind and what's a stag, and with a stag, if it's a bit bigger, heavier one or not. I'm still learning with these red deer. I haven't seen enough footprints to really know. But I'm just going to take a moment until the sun hits me. It's hitting on the favourite mountain over there. And just wait till the sun hits me, which won't be too long, and then I'll probably just mosey back to camp. And I've got a few books to read there. And then probably just study those maps again and look for a couple of side creeks to head up and climb up from there into a couple of hanging basins, so to speak. So yeah, no chamois moving around either, which is a little bit weird. But they are the same colour as the tussock. Not sure they'll be in the tussock though. But there should be more game back down there, I reckon, where the forest is. Interesting poo, that one. That's the camera about straight. Whew. I've been avoiding this stuff like the plague. Been talking myself out of it quite a lot. But I had some visitors turn up at the hut. They're cool. It's just a little two-man hut though, and there's 3 of them, so I decided to go forth with the plan of climbing the bush behind it, not far from the tops really. And surprisingly, once you get up off that bottom, the sign and the old tracking is there, and it's not that bad. This is actually quite good bush here. Looks like it's a little scrubby up there, but that's alright, I'm nearly at the top. So a night out on the tops with the weather's really dropped down. There's been some cloud cover come over, and the lady, she's not bad looking either. The lady tells me that there's some weather on the way tomorrow, arvo, so that might get these deer moving tonight and tomorrow. So I'm going to get up above them and try and find this stag, or a stag. Alright, fingers are crossed. Calves are burning.